an injury yesterday for the Kansas City Chiefs to discuss. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, great rookie running back, came out of the gate strong, diminished a little bit after that. Le'Veon Bell has been getting more and more play there as he's gotten comfortable in the Chiefs offense. Edwards-Helaire is expected to miss the remainder of the regular season. High ankle sprain, x-rays negative, may be able to return for the playoffs. I think it's important for him to be back, but if you start listing skill position players on the Chiefs that they don't critically need, I think one of or both running that's where you start, because you find another running back, because running back's not a critical piece of the puzzle. We know Damian Williams had a big contribution last year in the postseason, specifically in the Super Bowl, but there are running backs out there. The guys you need are the receivers, the tight end, the quarterback. If you're going to start losing skill position players, running back will do the least damage to the interests of the Chiefs.
And we saw that yesterday, Mike. Le'Veon Bell came in and had his best game. He had 12 carries for 62 yards and a touchdown, that nice 12-yard touchdown run. And I think they can put their faith in Le'Veon Bell. He's played a lot of postseason games. He has that experience that, frankly, Clyde Edwards-Helaire doesn't have, considering that he's a rookie. So they're fine with Le'Veon Bell. They're fine if he were to get hurt in the next two games. I think, as you said, they would be fine. As much as they throw the ball, as good as they are at the other skill position, and with the tight end that they have, they are good with whoever they have at running back. We've seen that. We saw it last year when they won the Super Bowl. There was no superstar at running back, and we all felt like they got better drafting Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the first round this year, but they are fine without him too, Mike.
He's got 808 rushing yards on the season. He had 138 week one against the Texans, which was a long time ago, but feels like not that long ago. One other 100-yard game, 26 carries for 161 in the win over Buffalo. Other than that, it's all over the place. It's as low as 14, 32, 37. You mentioned that Bell had 62 yesterday. Edwards-Helaire had 79. So it's not a critical blow to the Kansas City offense, and he hasn't been as he was the name. He was the hot name for Rookie of the Year. Remember that going into the season? Everybody was like, oh, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And everybody wanted to draft him on their fantasy team. He hasn't delivered. And I feel bad for him coming into the NFL with that weight of expectations. He didn't deliver the way that we had expected. And now his regular season ends with 808 rushing yards, and we'll see if he's back for the postseason. The Chiefs, though, Charean, to amplify a point that we've made on PFT Live, I posted the poll yesterday. We've had well over 25,000 votes, and the majority of the people responding, when the choice is Chiefs versus the field to win the Super Bowl, the majority is saying Chiefs. And look, the playoffs are exciting, and you see who gets a seat at the table, and anything can happen in theory. But I feel like if I had to pick one, if I was going to wager any amount of money or anything of value or anything I cared about, I would say the Chiefs over the field. I'd take that bet.
Oh, I would too, Mike. It's an easy bet right now. They look like the best team. But I would say this. I mean, going into last postseason, I think we thought the Ravens looked like the best team too, right? They had the MVP. They were 14-2. They were rolling at that point. And you felt like they were going to get to the Super Bowl and maybe win it. But, of course, they had the Chiefs standing in their way and didn't get there. And so you never know what can happen, but there is no reason to think that the Chiefs won't do what they did last year. I do think they're going to play some tough playoff games. We saw it last year, and you've talked about this repeatedly, about how many times they had to come back. Every single game, they had to come back. And I think we're going to see some games like that. But I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs with the way they're playing right now. Unless something happens in the last two games, I'm with you. If I was going to bet anything, I would bet it all on the Chiefs right now.
More than 24,600 votes, 55.7% say Chiefs, 44.3% say the field. And the first comment I'm looking at from Ta Hutch 76, the field, too many variables. And now I'm starting to doubt my conviction in the Chiefs. But you're right, T.A. Hutch. Too many things can go wrong. All it takes, and I don't want to say it for fear of being accused of applying the jinx. But all it takes is one specific thing that happened during the 2019 regular season that can derail the team's hopes.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.